Okay, I think I'm streaming again. Maybe looks good on YouTube side. I'm just gonna pretend that it's streaming. Everything's good. Okay, yeah, it just popped up. Okay, I took too long switching windows. All right, so I'm glad I didn't work on this on camera because this took me a few hours to make work, but it's finally working. So what it does is we have the recipe here to just actually, one gold plate is equal to one precision mechanism. The system doesn't know that there's a 20% chance of failure. It just knows if it puts a gold plate in here, it will get a precision mechanism. And that is achieved through, where is it actually? No, I picked that up. Finally found out that the wrench here that comes with it is used to pick up parts, because that display is no longer necessary. Okay, so this isn't necessary anymore. We can just delete that file. Okay, so this have a couple of constants here declaring what various items are. And don't think I should go over all of it, but I'll scroll through it real quick if you want to look at the program. By the way, I use an external editor. I don't use this tiny little window here to edit my code. Okay, so quick explanation. Gold plate go in here. It get pushed out here. It get processed once and then wind up through into this chest. Ugh. Okay, so it winds up in here. The results, usually an incomplete. And you have this chest reader reading the contents of it. The code here then kind of runs, and it is picked up by this need keep function, which makes sure it's either a gold plate or an incomplete precision mechanism. If that's so, it is imported by one of these. I'm not sure which one, which then has it without any throat issues. And the moment I start streaming, all the issues happen. All right. So when it gets imported, it's imported into here, where it can be run again. Now, when it's completely gone all the way through, it has two possible outcomes: junk or completed precision machine. If it is a completed precision machine, it is picked up by the get finished function here, which just checks if it's finished. If it is, then it actually gets imported into this chest where it can then get sucked out to the rest of the system. If it's junk, then it goes through, does something rather interesting. So we have this calculate replace function that goes through and basically looks at how much of what we've got, and it will come up with a list of up to 64 junk items and up to 64 plates. Now, I've put a limit here so it only pulls out one item at a time from either of them, either the junk importer or the junk plate importer. plate importer would be junk or gold plate importer. So that because before it would always just pull a full stack regardless of how many it was actually supposed to. So limiting it to one item at a time forces it to do the exact correct number. And each ticket will basically pull a plate out of there, put it into the chest, and a junk item out of this chest, and put it into this chest. That way, the exact number of gold plates wind up in this chest as junk plates or junk items that were in there. And let's see, do we have any gold plates that I can just kind of throw in here to demonstrate all of this? You know what, 8. Well, sure, why not 8? Okay, so now the function here for cal replacement, its results actually need to kind of go to 2 different locations because it's calculating both junk pull and the plate pull with a single function. So the return of that actually is going to get passed to 2 other functions that just kind of split off the results. That is the get garbage and get plates functions here. Obviously, the get plates results go to the plates, and the get garbage goes to the pulling of the chunk. Alright, and now. Oh, I also put this in. This is just making the andesite alloys. That's pretty much all this is for here. Unfortunately, this is a little on the slow side, so take a few minutes, but it is admittedly kind of fun to watch. Especially if I get it close like this. Yeah, can I get an empty hand? There we go. Now, each one has to kind of run through this 5 times. But at least it's applying the 3 different things kind of simultaneously, like this. So it's not having to run through a time for each of the 15 items that have to be placed. Probably should have thrown in those plates at the very beginning of my explanation, so that way we weren't just sitting here staring at it for one to fail. I don't even have any idea of how much more there is left to do. Actually, I probably just poke my head in. This one's. Why are these ones just barely started? Oh, okay, I know why. It's because. Oh, hey, that one completed. It's because it's pulling in the first item and they don't stack. Now that's not one succeeded. Another success. Okay, that's... That's unexpected. Still no failures. Unless one happened when I wasn't paying attention. That's, really surprising. Another success. Another success. Another success. Holy shit, okay. Well, you know what? Let's pretend that there was a failure here. Boom. That it failed, so it pulls out a gold plate. Okay. Okie dokie. That's pretty much that. And as I said, this one here, this new edition just makes andesite alloys. This is probably going to break horribly when I speed up everything. Because now that I have this, let me see. Oop. Oh, you're still crafting things. Yeah, okay, we'll come back to that later then. Oh, I need to sleep. Okay, I thought this would be fairly boring, so I went ahead and just built this farm area. Off screen, parents. Interesting. That one kind of makes sense because I have that there, but I don't know why these three. Well, it doesn't matter. So, the first layer here is going to be a sort of regular farm thing. It's just 8 9x9 farms. One at the center in case I need to build some sort of machinery or something. Might actually turn that to a farm at some point. Up here we have the ergonomic source link that gets source from growing plants, and a source relay, which is taking the source from the source link. And the relay comes down to here, to this relay, which then sends it to this depositor relay. The depositor relay will put it into this source jar. And this setup here is more or less what I had in the original base, but it's a lot more compact. And yeah, so we have a drawer thing of empty jars that get piped into this block placer. Once full, it puts out the signal on this redstone comparator, which activates this block breaker, which breaks the jar. This hopper will grab it and toss it into this drawer here. And then over here, we have essentially the exact opposite. I used integrated dynamics for this instead, and this setup turned out to be way easier than I was initially expecting. I was trying to set it up to use redstone comparators, or well, the integrated redstone comparator to determine how much was in the jar and then break it based on that. But it turns out you just need to take a constant item variable card with the block that you want it to break or place, and it checks out the MBD data. So this here is just a card with a constant thing telling it uh, full jar, I believe. Yeah, full jar, placed it on full jar, and this one pick up empty jar. And it goes into this storage controller, which is connected to these two drawers. And then here I have a collector relay, which will grab source from these 5 jars and this jar, and is currently set up to stick it into this ender source jar. Which, while I was building all that, I didn't have a source, so this was kind of backed up. As you can see, I actually got to a second row of stuff. Whatever. Okay, and uh, oh, I used laser IO, set it up to grab the items from the barrels. Not about placing ender chests all along here, but this way kind of allows me to kind of directly put items into the item network. Can't really see it because of the darkness. There we go. I have a item pipe going down here. I did not see him until he started sizzling. Okay. Where did he even freaking come from? Like, wow, okay. That, that got me. Okay, so, right, so it's pumping items out. It paints them black while it's pumping out, so it goes into the rest of the system, and it's just hooked up to the rest of the thing. So it doesn't even have to pass through the, technically it's not really a sorter, is it? It's just kind of an item pump. Yep. All right, and now next I kind of want to run I need way more of those shafts things. How are we doing here? It's still going. So I can't give it more to do it. Well, I could actually just get some andesite alloy and just do it manually. Andesite alloy. Alright, that's probably good. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. All right. So ooh. Oh, I didn't realize it went there. Okay. So we need to kind of turn this. Do I have gearboxes on me? I do not. Let's see. Keep pressing caps lock instead of A. Gearbox. Really expected it to be finished making those things by now. But that's not happening. Oh well. I need... Actually, I need a couple of those, aren't I? That's not right. Oop, wrong button. There we go. No, no. Okay. Like that there. Move things over a little bit. Wish there was a way to just achieve permanent night vision. I mean, I do have those night vision goggles, but I can't figure out how on earth to make them work. Yeah, I think for now we'll just do it like this. Then that. Try that again. That. Okay. One more gear shift or gearbox. Perfect. Okay. And now I need another gearbox here. Guys, freaking done yet? No. I didn't realize this would take so freaking long. Don't see anything happening here, so it's probably like cooking things or something. Maybe. It's crafting iron plates, and that says it's crafting brass plates. What's going on? Because both iron and brass plates would be crafted here-ish. But I can't help to notice that it is not crafting things. Unless I screwed up and connected it somewhere I shouldn't have, which is entirely possible. Is that connected? No. Here we are. And you can see that we have 9 precision machines here. And there's the junk item that I threw in. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And now it's done with both of those. I'm gonna need a radial chassis. Let's toss those into there. Oop, it's making it already. And I'm actually going to want 2 of these things. Which also means that like that gear shift, that thing, and that thing are not going to be necessary for this build. Give me 3 radial chassis. I'm going to need 3. Well, actually, maybe I need 2. Maybe. Well, you know what? We'll grab 3 here. Wait, did I make 2 of these? Did the recipe provide me with 2? I thought I only made 1 of those, but you know, I do need 2 eventually, so that fine. I'm just gonna need a couple of these. Uh, let's make a reasonable number of these things. So that'd probably be fun to watch. Uh, so much excitement here. I'm glad I came over here to watch this. It's beautiful. I'm being sarcastic. This is boring shit. Anyway. Ah, should be sufficient for the time being. Okay, so how can this be placed? Can I place this like here-ish? No, I cannot. Okay, so go up. No. All right. So I need this. Okay, pretty much until the center, just about. Oops. Okay, and now I need this here-ish. Okay, put the big gear here. Now, I believe this rotates the same direction regardless, so just test that out. That. Turn my gearbox here. Yeah, it's rotating the exact same way. Okay, cool. That's good. That is good. Okay, and then over here, I'm gonna just tear this out. Throw in. You have a mechanical bearing on me. All right, where did that go? Oop. Where be the mechanical bearings? I thought I grabbed it, but I must not have. Huh, it's you too. Yeah, I didn't grab it apparently. Okay. Well, okay, so that there. Actually, no, we have bearing would go here. Have radial chests here, radial things there. Actually, how far can a radial thing actually reach? That is click and hold to edit. Up to 16 blocks. Can I get it to show me how far that is? I assume that's radius. Because if so, that's actually kind of perfect. Because I need it to do 15. I need it to do 15. Why do you keep switching to 16? 10. 14. 15. There we go. Okay. Okay, and now we need vertical gizmo thing here. Perfect. Okay, and I need more shafts. Give me a stack of shafts. Yep. Okay. How do you turn this off? Okay, okay. Right click with an empty hand. Okay, okie dokie. I'm gonna need a little bit of platform, I'm realizing. Uh, uh, okay, give me some bricks. Bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go 5 for good measure. Builder. One, two, three, 4. Alright, that should be plenty of room, maybe. Alright, so... let's do that. Let me see. Actually, kind of what I want to do is use the plow first. Create. Let's see. Do I have a plow? I do not. Let's make a plow. Shouldn't take that long. Actually, no, I don't need that at all. I'm just gonna cancel that, actually. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, I don't need that at all, because I can just simply see what blocks are affected by the deployer. Okay, so... I do this. And then plop down another one here. Okay, and then I want to that. Okay. Um. Right. Okay. Need deployer, saws. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Alright, well, I think I want them all to be somewhat rotated. Wait, what? That should have been 15, not 14. Well, no, I mean, it should have been 15 blocks, so one space plus 14, it should have gone all the way. Okay, well, clearly I messed up somewhere. Okay, so let me see here. That to here, that is 14. That is 15. All right, so oh, right. Okay, so if I hear what? Now the tape measure does exclusive, so if I do the same block, it's 0. One block over, it's 1. So gotta go from here to here. It's just 9. Same thing, but actually to the correct block that I wanted to measure. 14. And here again to here is also 14. Okay, no. That part is correct because from here to here is 29. Yes, okay. Uh, so here to here is also going to be 29. Okay, so this is correct. I just oh. That's right. I counted the center block as that. So, okay, no, that'd be 13, 14, 15. Okay. That's what happened. Okay, and where's my glue? There's my glue. Plop that down there. Stick a chest here. Ish. Oh, that's cool. It shows us the... Let's try that again. And now I have to break this and re-glue it. Okay, and... Okay, okay, okay. Actually... And I just do something stupid like this. I can. Okay. And now for the part that really kind of shows just how stupid that was, because I need to replace all those blocks again. Yeah. Because I still need to place the saws. You know, I kind of just realized I forgot to check to see if what way this actually spins. I don't remember what way this actually spins, so let's just boop. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. And it looks like I can just kind of do this now. That neat. Okay, okay. Okay. So we need two of these. Trying to remember how I did this in the past. Is there's a way to keep its like have a sapling container on it that's kept full while its gathering container is kept empty. You know what? Maybe the answer will be here. Hmm. Wasn't terribly useful. Okay, well, that wasn't particularly informative. Oops. Alright, well, guess we'll grab a thing of saplings. Saplings. A few. Okay, I will lock that. Oop. Okay. That was the wrong thing. Oh, I need to set up the filter on all these things. You know, I think that rainbow actually has some sort of thing here. Kind of hard to tell. Okay, I think I was too slow when reacting to it. Or maybe that has something to do with the biome I'm in. So it just keeps kind of appearing there. And it's a circle, not a bow. That's interesting. Alright, well, it's gone now. Whatever. Right. I think that's one of those, if you chase the rainbow, you can find something at the end kind of dealy bobs. I need to light this up. Okay. Let's try not to die. Hmm. This apparently doesn't work the way I remember it working. I could have swore it pulled the items out of the storage and put it into the things automatically. What was I looking for? Those away. Barrel. Yeah, I don't really expect that to have changed anything. Maybe it's the fact that it's... Wait, that was a full stack previously, right? Oh, it is distributing them. Okay, okay, okay. So if it is distributing them, then maybe it's running too fast. Let's set it at 1 then. Seems to be running backwards. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, it's no longer a negative and positive. It's just, okay, okay. So why isn't it planting trees? Is my understanding of things wrong here? Okay, get more saplings. Okay. Sap. Can I place a sapling? I can. Increase the speed of this thing. It's going way too slow. Okay, so I've got the oak saplings. Is it because of the saws? And if it was because of the saw, then it would be able to place it on the outside there, but that doesn't seem to be happening. Come on. Is that the problem? It needs to be punching the ground? No. That made me jump. Oh, I see you. Okay. Hey, buddy, why don't you go stand in front of these saw blades here? I'm sure that'd be oodles of fun for you. Let's see if I can just nudge you there. Okay, so it's one down. Cool. Dealt with. Yes. Okay. But that still doesn't solve the question of why this. Okay. What happens if I unclaim these chunks? Okay, it's still not working. Why? Why you know? So it has nothing to do with the chunk loader or the claiming system. We can at least rule that out. Alright, I'm gonna online for a solution here. Find something with Google. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So it looks like mine colonies might have its own chunk protection system. I have absolutely no idea how to pull that up. I've never actually used mine colonies. Keybinds. One day I'll try out mine colonies. I mean, like, way, way, way back in the day. Like, I think even before I started this YouTube channel, there was a villager mod that was actually pretty cool. The villages kind of built themselves up, and you could go interact with them, help them out, provide them with resources, and they would generate resources for trade. But their chests weren't protected in any way, so you could just use pipes to pipe out their inventory, which would stunt their growth, but provide you with good amounts of resources. What am I looking for again? Oh yeah, mine colonies. Mine colonies, mine colonies. Mine colonies. Toggle preview. Okay. I don't think that's what I want. But as that we're nowhere near a village and I've not set up a mine colony anywhere, it's probably not that. We've already proven that it's not chunk loading issues or chunk protection issues. Hmm. I have absolutely no idea what the problem is. Maybe on the blocks where that is, but like I don't see that as being an issue. Already proven that I can plant on this dirt. It has the saplings in hand. It's not chunk loading issues or chunk management issues, really. What is the problem here? Oh, it's possible the deployers are too close. Okay, so if I grab this, pull up another radial thing here, set this up to 16, sure, why not? Hit it with glue. Little block on here. I should put the deployer away. Deploy. I should just put this a few blocks out. Okay, so if the issue is that it's too far away, that should activate and plant on the ground. Unless, of course, it's pointing up instead of down. For reasons. That was it. That was it. Okay, okay. Well, at least now I know what the issue was. Okay, so... Really, I kind of like that you can now kind of do it like this. Oh, we're about out of go juice. Okay. New jetpack is significantly better, but it eats through juice quite quickly. Okay, and set this to 15. Let's try that again. 14, 15. Set this to 1. And this to 16. Yes, okay. And then I can kind of do this. Grab this. There. There. There we go. And now... Well... So it looks to me like it can't use the contents of this drawer here. Okay, so... Given that, we just need to unlock it. Where's the locker? There it is. Remove the contents. And remove its existence, because it's not needed at all. Okay. Okay, that's probably way too fast. Let's set this down to like 2. Even that might be too fast. I'll set it down to 1. Now let's turn on hover first. There we go. Ooh, and we've already got trees. Nice. Now, I suppose how this is going to work is it's going to try to maintain like a stack of saplings in the deployer, and that will be how it maintains its, I guess, sapling levels. Well, I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick, so I will be right back. Back. Might have missed this tree. Huh. That's interesting. I guess it can plant in this block space, but it can't actually, like, chop the tree down that grows there. Yeah. Let's do something absolutely insane. It's spinning so fast. Okay, there it goes. And I guess it can get those trees. That's kind of funny, actually. That is just unnecessary levels of speed. Okay. Alright. Set it back down to 1. Now let's get rid of the light things here. Oop. Oop. What, oh, tree. Tree spawned, okay. Tree spawns in the wood, and it doesn't kill a player to truly spawn. I could have swore the way to handle this was have a inventory in the thing here. Whatever, I need to adjust this a bit though. Okay, because I notice this port is going with it when it shouldn't be. So... Wait, that's... Okay, yeah. No. I forgot about that. Yes, that is actually correct. Okay, this needs to be at 14. This needs to be at 15. And this kind of just needs to be whatever, really. Okay. How's this looking, by the way? That am do be full. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm just going to plop that there, plop that there. Are you freaking kidding me? What the hell? Okay. What you doing, man? $15. That should be 14. Why isn't that at 14? Okay, it's correct now. It doing correctly now. Actually, want to come in here. Want to only place near initial angle. Only place when anchor destroyed, because I don't want it to place when it gets stopped. Okie dokie. So next we are going to... where are my transport tube things? Do I have them in here? I do. Okay, okay, okay. So next we're going to have this go here. Set this up for a controller. Medium controller. Control. Storage controller, yes. Okay, okay, go. Right. I forgot it does that. I don't know why it does that, but it does do that, and it bothers me every time. Every freaking time. There we go. For some reason, it places it away from the player. Okie dokie. And now we have... put kind of a chest there. Things that I don't have revisioned. This. That's what's pumping things out. That also kind of needs to have color there. Okay. And let's see here. Okay, yep. Should not be too much of an issue to just do that, do that. Actually, no, wait, no, I can't do it like this. Okay. Because if I had done that, the system would see this chest as a valid location for it to just dump crap. So can't have that. Instead, pumping things out of the chest here, using it as kind of an intermediary. Uh, Need to put that there. I'm not going to quite connect that just yet. So I want to be able to create a space for the things that come out of it. Okay, so this. What the hell? Um, that's not correct. What the? Okay, okay. Okay, okay. We're gonna gas this up a little bit. Okay. Oop, oop. uh, yeah, I'm gonna. Oop, 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 oop. May have unleashed Armageddon here. All right. So let's do this. Boom. Okay. Maybe instead of radial, I should have gone with linear. Yeah, I think that might have been what I need to do. Oop. Okay, so create linear. That is linear, right? Not secondary. Okay, okay. There it is. Okay. Okay. You know what? Let's check this. Make sure I know exactly how this thing works before I actually use it. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I want. Okay. Linear. All right. Well, I should sleep. Where'd this freaking berry come from? All right. Okay. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so, oop. maybe I can kind of do like this. There we go. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, and now... Where's my glue? There's my glue. Glue, glue. Yeah, actually. Oh, wait. Does this no longer have durability? Oh, that is awesome. This used to have durability. Okay, okay, okay. And that there, that there. Okay, and now for the wrench, you need to be 14. You need to be 15. Oops. I forgot it was set to really, really freaking fast. I am lucky that didn't kill me. Okay, okay, so... where are my drawers? Here we go. That... that in there. Where's my lock? I don't have an exchanger on me. Oh, I also am going to need to link it. Link that to there. Oh, there's the lock. There we go. Okay, and... let me see here. Yeah, maybe I can get it from the top using the shrink module. Kind of. There we go. Okay. Perfect. And actually, you know what? I can do this one step further. Grab a stack of oak. Come up here and plop it down here. Oh, I also need to do that. So this is 1. This is 2. And 5, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Is this machine running? Should be. It's just, okay, it's just way over here. Alright, and I guess that's pretty much it for that. Where's my exchange tool? I just threw it up here. There it is. Well, no, I can't really do that, can I? Because I don't know which blocks are actually going to have saplings on them and which ones aren't. That's why I need to recharge my thing. Kind of running dangerous without charging this up first. And when that's charged, and I can just toss this in here. You know, I will speed this up again, just figure out where saplings are going to be placed. Yeah, that might actually be too fast. Let's set this to 128. Okay, maybe 128 is still too fast. So it's just 64. Yeah, even that's too fast. Okay. 32. Kind of hoping that it chops down these trees and replaces them with saplings. Okay, I think kind of starting to get something resembling an outline here. Let's see, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, I think we've got the pattern here now. Maybe. It's possible it's different over here. 2 and 2 and okay, yep. Well, whatever, that's gonna get replaced anyway. Okay, this looks completely wrong to me. Like there's no way, right? Like this looks good to me, but there's no way this is the only side that's this beautiful. Like all the others are kind of really wonky and weird. And that just seems weird, wrong to me. I wonder if there's like some sort of growth inhibitor that I can use to stop the trees from growing so I can see where the saplings are actually getting placed. Oh well, whatever. You know what? I'm gonna turn this back down and we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on. I'm not gonna try to make this beautiful. Just gonna move on. To what though? I'm not entirely sure. How many jars have we got here? 18. Probably should make some more jars. Arse jar. Let's try regular glass. Okay. And that can be this. Allow substitutions for this. Because honestly, it doesn't really matter what kind of wood it uses. Alright. Jar. Make me 128 of these things. What is this? ME source jar. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize there was a thing for that. Um, While it does that, I want to make a void upgrade for the jar, or for the drawers. Func void. Obsidian. Actually, these jars or these drawers are the better ones for that. I'm still on this one, okay. Void. There we go. Since I'm not really sure what else to do with all these saplings, just void any extras. Alright, well, I need a crap ton of steel casings. 386 steel casings. What was it called? Reactor casing, okay. Shove this over here with the others. Make that a permanent recipe instead of the temporary one, since I'm gonna need to make more. Reactor. Okay, so how many did I need? 386. 386. Oh, right. I don't have a way. I don't have a recipe for graphite. Graphite. How do I make graphite? We just cook it. Here. Okay. Three, 8, 6. We don't have enough oak logs. Actually, oak. I need to have it start compressing this stuff, and I'll need to add recipes to decompress. Oh, right. Oak log. Okay, okay, and now oak. All the compressed. Okay, so ooh, yeah. So I have way too much crap in my inventory for this. Toss that there. Toss that there. Toss those there. Okay, that should be good. I'm so glad we got these bigger pattern things because this would be a pain in the ass without that. Oop, that's the wrong one. I keep forgetting. We're still down here. Just how freaking much this holds. Okay, that's probably sufficient then. Yep, okay, so reactor casing. What did I say? I need 386. 386. Yeah, still need more oak. Okay. It looks like it might be done with the jars. Jars. Sweet. Oop. There we go. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure what to do now. Kind of largely just waiting on wood. So, I guess I'll end the stream here. I mean, I can't think of anything else to do at the moment. So, thank you for watching. Have a good evening.